Hello, what's up? How's it going? Welcome back to the stream, as they say, right? People say that. I say that. If no one said it, I said it. Welcome back. How's it going? How's it hanging? So close to being affiliate on Twitch. That's very cool. That's pretty sweet. The only thing I'm missing, I went live the other day and had no viewers, and that brought down my average view limit, or whatever the word is. I'm trying to descriptions. Let's go. Today's a day that I'm reacting to your video edits. I had a few people submit videos that they wanted feedback on, and I'm here and happy to give my thoughts. Am I lagging? Let me know if I'm lagging. Okay, it looks like I'm good. Let me see if Andrew's gonna join really quick. If my phone will let me. Okay. Alright, cool. Okay. I want to see if any of the folks are here that have a video that they wanted to get reviewed. And then I will, because I want to make sure that I watch their stuff first. But in the meantime, I could show you some videos that I really like and appreciate. Because I want to make sure that I get to these folks. So in the meantime, let's watch something else. Let's watch something while we wait. Let's hope it's the right page. Oh, is it gonna work? There we go. Nice. Heck yeah. Dope. Okay. This is the right page. I'm gonna watch, oh geez, not this video. So all these different videos I was gonna watch the other day. Where's the one that I was gonna watch? There's a lot that I went through. This one. A nice, simple, easy watching. Some Gox. We love Gox. I love Gox art. You know, I'm gonna watch the video. Maybe I'll have some thoughts. Maybe I won't. I probably will. It's probably gonna be an easy watch. And then we'll see if one of the folks jumps on to review their edits. And if you have any edits that you want me to review, it's not too late. You can still submit it in the panel on my Twitch. If you're on Twitch, if you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, let me just put it in the chat on YouTube for yous to submit in the chat. There we go. Just click on that. You can submit a video if you want me to react to it. It's in the chat. And if you're on Twitch, it should be down below in the panel. You just click on the get a vid reviewed, and I'll review it. Yo, Josh is here. Sweet. Josh has a video that he wants me to watch. I'm gonna watch this video by Gox really quick, and then I'm gonna watch Josh's video since he's here, which should be dope. Okay, we're gonna start with the Thinking Sanctuary. I don't know really what this video is, but I enjoy Gox, so I'm gonna watch it. So let's turn the volume up. Actually, we're gonna set the tone with some Gox.
The Thinking Sanctuary, where ideas take shape, with the craftsmanship of a mechanical watch and the care of a handwritten letter. made to endure like a vintage camera. Rugged, like a pair of boots. A keeper of memories, a source of inspiration. More than a vehicle, a traveling companion.
Beautiful. No notes. No notes for Gox. Gox is beautiful. Wow. That's great. He makes me want to create stuff. Like, he's like, yeah. Damn. He's a big inspiration. That's crazy. I love Gox. All right, Josh, you ready? You ready for me to react? You ready for me to watch your video and tear it to pieces and give you my thoughts on it? I'm curious on okay, it's a 5-minute video. Cool. It's a short film. It's a horror film. And you mentioned, let's see, what do you want to know? What do you want to get from me? What's the kind of, so okay, just general, what I want feedback, or what you want feedback on. What did I think of the short film? What could you improve on? And you disclaimered that it was created in 48 hours. Okay. No need for a disclaimer. All right. Cool. We're going to give it a watch. And everybody else could be a judge too if they want. But I'm going to give my thoughts mainly. Okay. Here we go, Josh. My unfiltered, I get to be authentic, present. My unfiltered thoughts. Just for you. All right. Let me drink some water first. Let's jump into it. All right. Here we go. Let me make sure my volume's turned up. We'll be fine. We'll be good. Okay.
Dude, there was that I felt. $199. Who's gonna pay $2 for some scam app? Dude, no, I'm telling you, it's gotta be legit. They wouldn't make me pay $1.99. Like if the app wasn't. Oh my god, there's a cold spot over here. By the fridge. Maybe the ghosts are afraid of the fridge. Let's try the basement first. Let's scout around. We're always so skeptical about these things. We got. So like getting boring, but I told you it was just a scam app anyway. That's so weird. I swear it would have worked down here. Basements are usually the most haunted place. What if we... Do you want to try the attic? I think... So anyway, this lady's, like, in the shop, and she's yelling at me, and I'm like, it's, like, you know, everyone knows that we have long waiting times for this food. She's like, it's French cuisine. Like, French cuisine. So there's, like, lots of holidays that takes a long time. You're not listening to me, are you? Yeah.
Hey, Fizz, it's getting kind of late. I'm gonna get going, I think.
Okay, I'll head back down.
Hey, I'll see you tomorrow.
So cool. Sudden temperature drop. Detected. Proceed with caution.
You have reached the voicemail box of Sienna Ellison. At the tone, please record your message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for...
Okay. Oh, there's some a bit more. I think it's just a long shot. Okay. Thoughts. All right. Overall, and this might be like, you know, I think some of this falls into like preference and things and whatnot. Where I might be more into like psychological horrors rather than like spooky, scary monster. There's something behind you kind of ones. I could see this being like the setup for like the beginning or something of like a bigger movie, where it's like the beginning for, or like the setup for like yeah, some monster. There's this app that like detects spirits and things, and it sets up for like, it doesn't feel fully complete as like working on its own per se, but it, with some reworking, I think it could work as like the intro to like this bigger picture, this bigger film. General thoughts. I mean, in terms of editing alone, I can tell like some of the footage is like slowed down, and not like the right frame rate, where it's like choppy. Like it probably looked like maybe my
Try
computer
the
was
basement first. Let's get around.
really lagging, but I think it was your footage. I can't tell if it was just my computer or if it was your footage.
I swear it would have worked down here.
Yeah, like this bit when he's talking, when they're talking right here.
It's so weird.
Like,
I swear it would have worked down here. Basements are usually
yeah,
the
there's
most
something
haunted place.
choppy going on
What if
there.
Do you want to try the attic?
Yo, what's up? Yo, damn, I was in a hot tub. Nice. It was glitching in Premiere. Yeah, so I would find a way to like have that not glitch in Premiere. Whatever you can do. Because there's also bits in.
Zapafed.
I also think the audio
Dude,
is
there was-
like, from what it sounds like maybe you use like a filter or something on the voices, to like isolate them and make them more clear. I would add things back in, like not a lot, but like just general ambience, like room tone and things or whatever, like something to like add, because it feels like you took away all the ambient room tone. What's up, Crazy Daisy? How's it going? And I have no clue what it was doing. Yeah, maybe So sometimes when I don't know what the thing is doing, I would just like go to ChatGPT and be like, "This is happening in Premiere. What's up? What can I do to fix this?"
Zappifed.
$1.99.
I
I'm gonna
think-
pay $2 for some scam app.
I think the premise of this could also be more clear or like done in like some clever creative way, like something that feels like it feels kind of quick. I think there's something about like instead of saying like, "Yo, check out this app," like is there some other way that it could be, you know, I mean this is fine I think, but and I don't have all the answers. I don't know like, you know, what is a better way to do it, but it was a one-day fun thing I did with my nephew and his friends. Nice. I mean, that's totally fine. 100%. I think I understand the context. I understand, like, you know, you don't need to, what's the word? Justify it or whatever. If, like, it was only like a day or whatever. Because I think there's still value in like, you know, how could we make this better? Like, and this is all subjective and stuff, but like, how could, you know, regardless of how long it took, I think there's still value in like in the changes and things that you do differently. Because maybe I don't know if you're planning on revisiting it or whatever, but like I think it's fun to think of what would you do differently. Even now, do you if you have any like other ideas of what you would do differently? Like I'm curious to know about that as well. But I find like I feel like something different or like because I think them exploring it like
Oh my god!
isn't
Like,
super
the app was-
clear.
Oh my god, there's a cold spot over here. By the...
The acting's not amazing at times, but
Maybe the ghosts are afraid of the fridge.
Let's...
because I think there's like some like the general concept is kind of interesting.
ho, neighborinos.
What's up, Keon? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow. I think in general, like there are, there's something here, and I don't fully know what it is, but there's something that could be done differently of like they're exploring this app, and maybe it's even like a bunch of like, Mila, how's it going? Welcome. Thanks for the follow. Like little like red herrings. Like what are like I guess you do have like you have like a little bit of red herring. Like this could be a good red herring with like
The app was... Oh my god, there's a cold spot.
instead of like the oh my god there's a cold spot, like maybe finding a way, maybe it's like one of those like found footage kind of like from an iPhone perspective screen where it's like you see what the phone sees and then it's like shows like detecting like instead of like saying everything, because I think there's a lot of talking, a lot of dialogue, and I think what makes things scary is what's not said. And I think so showing like the perspective of the phone of like maybe it's like being held this way instead, so then we can see the full thing, and then like hello there. And then it shows like cold spot, like oh there's something over here, and then you like pull it down and then it's like oh there's like there's something there, and there's just like eerie music or something, no dialogue but just like a kind of like a like something there, and then you pull the phone down and then it reveals the fridge and you're like oh my god, it's just like it's the fridge, like that's all it is. And then moving on to like something else, like I think that this could be a less is more kind of scenario of like how do we make this more scary by saying less, and then figuring out like what is this ghoul, this goblin, like what something, and like is it even a figure? Like I said, I know you got like a figure over there, like is it even that, or is it like a mysterious, like it's a general feeling of like you never see it kind of thing, where it's like it's kind of felt, maybe it's invisible, or it's like a gas leak kind of thing, like where it's like just the general air of like things are really cold all of a sudden. Maybe the house turns into like a ice age or whatever, like a big freezer. I don't know, maybe that's going on a tangent. and I think there's like parts of it that feel like this part dragged on a little bit too long. I think I feel like something like that would require like it's a payoff, or like there need to be some sort of build up to like deserve this longer cut, and I don't think it's fully deserved when it showed to like sit there and have this long cut, because I'm not like really in it, be like, oh, like what is this. Yeah, those are kind of most of my thoughts. I think some parts could have subtitles. I know, like, also being a horror, it doesn't need to be like super clear, maybe like vocal wise, dialogue wise, because sometimes maybe it's like when it's more real than like, you know, the real audio of that, like could be scary not knowing what's being said, like maybe it's something important. But yeah, those are kind of my thoughts overall. I feel like it could potentially have like potential with some workings of that stuff to be the beginnings of like a short film, like almost like a, not Jumanji, maybe Jumanji, like I think of Jumanji like this happened to like kids back in the day, and then it's like in the future or something, or they, like these are the first people that the thing happened to. Anyways, is any of that valuable, Josh? Does any of that like resonate? I'm curious about your thoughts as well. And then yeah, have an open dialogue about it, and then I'll move on to Brody's edit, give my thoughts there. And I wanted to, is that like, is it valuable? Like, would you guys prefer me to stop the video while I'm watching it, or do we watch the whole video together and then I come back and like give my thoughts and things? Yeah. Did anything not resonate, Josh? You appreciate it, of course. And yeah, anything that you want to touch on, Josh? This is good. Yeah, dope, nice. Yeah, pause if I have a thought. Okay, cool. Yeah. Cool. Any final things, Josh? If not, you said everything I was thinking. Nice. Okay, sick. I think pausing is better just for immediate feedback. Okay, sick. Okay, I'll do that. Brody, you ready to jump into your video? Do you have any preface or anything to say, I guess, for your video? Or we should just jump into it probably, huh? Where is the... There it is. Okay. Oh, Crazy Daisy submitted something. Oh, we got some more. Oh my gosh. We got more. Okay. We got 3 more submissions. We got one from my friend Steven. We got one from Jack. And we got from Crazy Daisy. Damn, okay, cool. That's exciting. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. Are you reacting to people's videos, and where do I send? Yeah, I am. You can find it in the panels underneath the video player. There's a thing called Get a Vid Reviewed. I will post the link, actually. Yeah, I'll post a link in the chat there. Nice. Steven, good to see ya. Yeah, dope. I will do that. I will give my thoughts as I go along. All right, Brody, we're gonna go into yours. Spills.
Oh boy, I can't wait for...
Yeah, I think especially when it's like a longer video. It's not long, but when it's a longer video, I think pausing every now and then
boy.
would be valuable. Oh boy. All right. Spills, baby. Here we go. Do I send any video or just edits? I mean, mainly, I'm mainly looking to give feedback to people that like edited the video themselves, or like made the video. At least like it's like, you know, maybe you hired an editor or somebody to like edit the video, but it's still your video. But if you have a random video that you want me to give feedback on, I guess you could send that as well. And just mention that it's like, you know, what the purpose of it is that you want me to like give my thoughts on, like, you know, yeah, general thoughts, what the purpose, what the main thing that you want to get out of it. Okay, anyways. I'm talking over myself. There we go. Okay. Let's go into Brody. So this video is called 6 more of the weirdest games you've ever seen. Okay, cool. I'm ready. Ready, Eddie. Ready, steady. Let's grab some snacks really quick in anticipation. Okay. There we go, folks. Spills. 3, 2.
Oh boy, I can't wait for all these unique and cool games coming out. Where's the weird shit? I'm sick of all these remakes and sequels. I want to play the bizarre stuff, the weird stuff that makes you go, nice game. So I've taken it upon myself to find the strangest games worth talking about, from obscure classics to itch.io. This is episode 4 of the weirdest games on the internet. According to Urban Dictionary, Super Adventure Hand is when you go on a nice hike, you whip your out, she gets her you start the bear comes by and start then you gotta and show them your all goatsy style. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm convinced that they were gonna make this game with a spider as your main character.
I mean, maybe that was just like too much right away. I mean, maybe some things may just be fine as they are. So maybe leave it, but I mean, it's already uploaded. But like, I feel like I would probably do this later on in the video for like a new viewer to like gain the trust a little bit and then to see that. But like straight out the gate might be a little much, potentially, maybe. But it could be okay as well. Okay.
Then you gotta see style. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm convinced that they were gonna make this game with a spider as your main character, but then they thought, ew, yuck. In Super Hand Adventure, you have one job, to get your, yuck. In game with a spider as your main character, but then they thought, ew, yuck. In Super...
There's just like small details, but I think there's just like, I would do like a J cut or something here. It's very like there's like a small little sliver of like silence that just feels a little awkward with it.
Gonna make this game with a spider as your main character, but then they thought, ew, yuck. In Super Hand Adventure,
yeah. So in Super Hand,
your main character, but then they thought, ew, yuck.
In Super Hand,
Adventure, you have.
I would just go like into that a bit smoother, I think.
Have one job, to get your arm back. A job that only you, a sentient hand, can complete. A job only a hand can do. A hand job. Nah, I'm just kidding. This game is basically a 3D puzzle platformer with the added gimmick.
I don't think you need to add in the "I'm just kidding" parts. I think you said that twice now in this video. Like, I'm just kidding. And maybe that's funny. Maybe that, over time, it could be funny to be like, even like I could see like what's his face, Tim Roberts of I Think You Should Leave. He's just like an "I'm just kidding" kind of guy. Like I could see it being a running joke, and I also think you don't need to justify. We know you're kidding. It's a YouTube video, then you're having fun. So it depends on your context. But yeah, anyways.
Nah, I'm just kidding. This game is basically a 3D puzzle platformer with the added gimmick of being able to stick to vertical surfaces. The first several levels were extremely easy as far as the platforming goes. It turns out platforming isn't too difficult when you can just stick to your surfaces. Everything was pretty simple until about the halfway point when they started adding the ability to grab obstacles, throw bombs, ride a skateboard, and...
Ha! Got him!
Every time they introduced a new mechanic, it kind of felt like it just
I was wondering how long that was going to go on for.
disappeared in the next stage. Like, I was thinking to myself, they should have a little car that I could grab and drive around in. And then the next stage, they had a car I could grab and drive around in. And then one stage later, the car that I could grab and drive around in was just gone. I feel like good game design will teach you a mechanic and then elaborate on that in the next few levels and then introduce something new and eventually tie it all back in together. But it felt like the mechanics here came and went and then showed up again 10 years later with Milk expecting to be part of my life again. I also felt like there was just so much more they could do with.
Good. I'm glad you didn't drag on to that joke for any longer. I think some jokes like are good, just like quick and like, yeah.
10 years later.
Just like it's the joke, and then we move on.
With Milk expecting to be part of my life again. I also felt like there was just so much more they could do with the hand mechanic. Like you could have weapons that the hand could pick up and utilize, or maybe you could do karate chops to break obstacles. You know, stuff like hands do, like picking noses and telling people to f*** off. Nah, I'm just kidding. Oh wait, no, they actually did that one. There was just a lot of really fun elements that I wanted to see them elaborate on more, and they didn't really. The finale was an entire boss battle with.
What's up, Arlo? How's it going? Welcome. We'll watch your video after this one. Welcome. We're watching Spills on everything. We're watching my friend Brody's video about 6 weirdest games you've ever seen, starting with this hand job game, or this hand spider game, whatever you want to call it.
With a stinky, yucky, giant laser beam shooting foot in a top hat. You had to navigate the stage and toss bombs at it to do damage, and this was the one and only time there was actually any real combat or boss battles in this game, and I feel like that's something that they could have really elaborated on. And then that's it, you get your arm back, and there's 4 more random stages that don't really add anything to the game at all. But I gotta hand it to him. Super Adventure Hand was a pretty polished package, and despite the early stages being a little bit void of challenge, overall the game was pretty fun. I just wish there was less stinky, ugly, dirty feet. Yuck. I'm just kidding.
You always do that. I'm just kidding. So far, I think there's something in general about like the pacing of it, the feeling of it, where like I don't know if it's like sound design. I think some of it is sound design. Like the feeling of like what is the flow that we're going into this? Like how am I being moved through this like scene footage and stuff, and like have it really. There's something that's like tough to describe and explain without just doing it. But there's something about like the flow of it to be like really like kind of glued emotionally, like feeling like I'm going through it like a song, and not that it needs to be musical, but just like in the way that like music really allows you to like sit there and like listen and like be on the same wavelength as it. I feel like videos that like serve really well have that same kind of flow where you're able to like drop into it. I don't know how to fully describe that without like just feeling, but we'll continue watching. We'll see if I can find the words for it.
Sonic Dreams Collection is a collection of 4 Sonic minigames presented as an unfinished Sonic project by an unnamed Sega studio. The game, according to Wikipedia, is meant to highlight some of the Sonic fandom's peculiarities, aka all that freaky sex stuff they're into. Inflation, orgies, feet stuff, putting all the Chaos Emeralds up your butthole. What the hell is wrong with you, Sonic fans? I actually wasn't going to talk about this game in this video, aside from cracking an easy joke at the expense of Sonic's feet, but one of the minigames, Eggman Origin, actually requires a bunch of neat prerequisites to be able to play. Inside the game's files, there's a program called SegaNet EXE. After launching this program and entering a username and password found within the other minigames, you can get Eggman Origin to connect to SegaNet. During this whole process, my firewall popped up and asked me if it had permission to connect to SegaNet, which was just kind of creepy. So if weird pictures of Sonic start showing up on my desktop, it wasn't me. It was the SegaNet. Let's just make that clear. It's SegaNet's fault. Anyways, in order to start Eggman Origin, you have to go to one of the other minigames and create a Sonic OC that you can upload into Eggman, which is every Sonic fan's dream. So after creating Chibi, Gift, Nova the Princess Hedgehog, we were able to upload her into Eggman Origin and finally launch the game.
Whoa. That sound is crazy. I thought that something was coming from upstairs. That's wild. I gotta hear that again.
Nova the Princess
Did you add that, or was that in the game? That like heavenly sound.
Hedgehog, we were able to upload her into Eggman Origin and finally launch the game. Not much more happens after this point, but it was weird. It was surreal. I like it when games make you go into the files to do stuff so you can unlock more secrets in the games. Really, I think I can sum it all up with this one image. That's a picture of Sonic's feet, isn't it? Okay. Get Yoked is a roguelike deck builder about becoming an absolute unit. You heard that right, Gym Bros. You play cards to get gains, avoid injury by overuse, and sculpt the body of a god in competitions against other bodybuilders. Quit the gym.
I think a quick note, because I think these games are like weird and interesting, and I feel like maybe there's something like you could do with these title screens instead of just the name of the game. I would do something that like kind of gives like a quick sneak peek or like into like the weirdness of it. The little jingle was sound effects from the game. Crazy. Yes, I would do something that's like a sneak peek of the weirdness of the game. Or even like finding ways, like I think this bit about like going into it and just playing it, like this part's crazy. Just sitting and watching it does something, and there's something like it really like. I just saw my face, but it was just like in astonishment, like what the fuck is this? What? And like, I feel like you could almost start with that and then explain what are we looking at here, essentially. Like, start with like the weird stuff, or on some level, like maybe not even the weirdest stuff, but just like something. Like, I think you could hook us in. Like each game, you could hook us in each time, instead of the text, with like a weird part of the game, and then explain what we just saw, essentially. Something along those lines. Yeah, I think that'd be interesting. A thought. These green title cards are new for this vid. I've been experimenting, maybe just a clip to hook, kind of, and then get into the review jokes. Yeah, essentially. I think splitting, like, and this may be different from what you're going for, potentially, but I think going into like, as a viewer, what I'm looking at and explaining what I'm looking at to give some kind of context, and like whatever would be satisfying to the viewer to be like, to learn about this game, like where did it come from, why does it exist, and then sprinkled throughout is like your review of things, like your opinion and different parts of it, and the jokes and stuff. Maybe rather than like a review for the whole thing. Maybe. I don't know fully if that resonates at all, or if that's like, but yeah. I do kind of like the leading up to reveal the weirdest stuff, though, too. Maybe it's game dependent. I think finding, what I would do is find two things that are really weird about it, and like start with like something that's really weird, but like maybe not as weird, and put them in the beginning, because I still think that like this clip of just like going in, no explanation, and maybe it's even like whatever this game is, like I'm gonna watch it, but like whatever the gameplay of this game is, like finding some sort of way to like show an example of like it says Get Yoked, or it says whatever the game is, like number 3, and it's just like an image of it, and it's like getting bashed around or whatever it is. I think that'd be an interesting pull into like, okay, like you've hooked me in, this looks weird, what is this? And then you mentioned like the weirder stuff towards the end of that segment, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna watch Get Yoked.
Get Yoked is a roguelike deck builder about becoming an absolute unit. You heard that right, Gym Bros. You play cards to get gains, avoid injury by overuse, and sculpt the body of a god in competitions against other bodybuilders. Quit the gym, because you'll never get an ass this fat in real life. Each day of competition allows you to play a handful of cards. Injuries persist over days of the competition, and your fatigue from playing cards will reset each day. Using these mechanics, your goal is to simply get enough gains to defeat your opponent. It's a really easy gameplay loop to learn, and the more you focus on cards that activate a certain muscle group, the bigger that muscle gets, so you end up going from this to this. ended up getting way more into this game than I thought I would, so I'm really curious to see how it develops over time. Now, if only I could play Pokemon cards and get jacked off at the same time. I'm just kidding. Every once in a while I come across a game that I don't really have much to say about, but I still just want to show you guys. Incarceration is a WarioWare minigame collection where you literally get incarcerated. It has you driving around to mow lawns,
Straight up knowledge.
make business deals, and commit crimes like any American teenager. It's just a good vibe, that's all I can really say. If you like weird little games like this, then try it out. And if you don't, then why are you still here? Get out! Yuck! I thought Rat Shaker would be a fun little game about shaking rats, but what I actually got was
I don't know if I should watch the part again.
Howdy ho, neighborinos.
Howdy ho, neighborinos. How's it go, Andrew? Thanks for the follow.
an edging joy disguised as a Steam game.
Oh, right. I feel like
that I don't really have much to say about.
I made a short of that. Okay, I'm gonna watch this part again.
Oh, but I still just want to show you guys.
Is the audio sync off on the video that I'm watching or on me? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. How are the? Is that okay? Or is it off sync? Beep, beep, defrost. Welcome. How's it going? How's it hanging? I'm reviewing some videos that folks sent me. You want me to talk again? Talking is what I do. Talking, yes, I talk into the microphone. Talking into the microphone. Talking to the microphone. Yeah, it's a bit off, but not too bad. It's more of the sync of the video. Okay. We'll live with it for now. Okay, Brody, we're going to continue.
Guys.
I'm gonna rewatch this incarceration bit because it didn't feel as weird as the other ones. I would maybe put this first because it didn't feel as weird. But
Incarceration is a WarioWare minigame collection where you literally get incarcerated. It has you driving around to mow lawns,
Straight up knowledge.
make business deals, and commit crimes like any American teenager. It's just a good vibe, that's all I can really say. If you like weird little games like this, then try it out. And if you don't, then why are you still here? Get out! Yuck!
I'd almost do like, I would either put that in the beginning or something because it's so short and like not as interesting as the other ones, or I would do like an honorable mentions, and put that somewhere near like the back before the final one because it's so short and like I don't think there's a lot to say about it, but it could be faster. I think that one. Rat Shaker.
I thought Rat Shaker would be a fun little game about shaking rats, but what I actually got.
If you sent a song I made on YouTube, would you react? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, yeah. Put in the forum. If it's not as interesting and it's at the start when people click with, no, that's true as well. So I would probably do an honorable mention or something, or find a way to like. Yeah, I'd maybe just get rid of that game potentially. Either that or, yeah, the honorable mention just feels like the best approach. Or like find a way to make it more interesting. Because I think it is weird on some level. And I would probably like I'd almost make it longer maybe, if anything. Like, because I think it's just so quick that it's tough to like grasp maybe fully what it is. But, I don't know, something about that. Yeah, honorable mention could work.
Thought was an edging joy disguised as a Steam. Would be a fun little game about shaking rats. But what I actually got was an edging joy disguised as a Steam game.
Hoggers.
What I actually got was one of the best short horror experiences I've ever played. The main and only mechanic is shaking and squeezing your omnipotent rat to trigger different things, like opening doors, turning on the TV, or flushing the stinky poopy toilet. And the rest of the game just has you walking through the environment trying not to shit your little pants. The atmosphere and the sound design of the game had me covered in boost gumps the entire time. I had a nervous feeling in my gut from the moment I walked up into the house in the field to the very ending of the game. The comedy of the rat shaking juxtaposed against the absolutely creepy horror elements was just not something I was expecting. Half the time you're laughing at the rat shaking noises, and the other half the time you're clenching your butthole as you realize how disturbed this game actually is. Some of the subtle plot lines are pretty dark if you look into it. This was one of the most surprisingly premium experiences I've had making this video series. Games like these are quite literally the reason I make these. 11 out of 10, my rat is a glow stick.
Huggers!
What a weird game.
Somebody touch my spaghetti!
Spaghetti is a simple survival horror game that has you
That's a pretty interesting way to introduce this segment.
Somebody touch my spaghetti!
So that's a good audio transition into this.
Spaghetti is a simple survival horror game that has you slapping spaghetti to avoid demons. If that doesn't sound like a hot date in Italy, then I don't know what does. If your spaghetti gets too cold, you lose, and you have to slap it to produce heat to keep it warm. All the while, spaghetti
This is a small detail, but
Spaghetti is a simple survival horror game that has you slapping spaghetti to avoid demons. If that doesn't sound like a hot date in
yeah, super small detail. But I would do just so because
Italy, then I don't.
This is kind of like a funny bit. I feel like it's too fast. Maybe I would like have it play a bit longer over this part. I would have it play during this bit and
In Italy, then I don't know what does. If you're
it's just to make it a little bit more longer. I feel like that'd be more satisfying, personally, because I like it.
spaghetti gets too cold, you lose, and you have to slap it to produce heat to keep it warm. All the while, several different demon bears are trying to kill you. Each one has a different way of surviving it, like stare at it to make it go away, or make sure it doesn't see you, and there's a TV screen in the distance that gives you a little hint on what to do when each bear pops up. Overall, it's fun to play for like an hour or two, but between Spaghetti and Rat Shaker, I've realized how much fun games with horror and comedy elements are. When a game is scary, you're typically on edge the whole time.
I think my reasoning before, I think for wanting to do like the incarceration segment in the beginning, is because I think what I would love to feel in this, because this is about weird games, I would almost want to feel this video playing into that a little bit, but a mixture of playing into it and being the straight man, you know, like the straight man versus the other guy, the whatever, the dumb, whatever, silly guy, whatever the name is, but like almost like a Happy Tree game could work. You know, it might be working for this like oh, am I frozen? No, I'm good. Am I? No, I'm good. Let me know if I'm freezing up, because it looks like I'm freezing up on my end. Okay, well, I might be lagging. That's okay. So I feel like like I want this segment to feel like it's like a success, like we're building up to something, like it feels like it gets more and more insane and more crazy or more weird, and the music that's playing behind this segment
Time and you're anticipating
like
what's going to
very-
happen. The elements are when a game is scary, you're typically on edge.
and I feel like that's a good song to be like in the middle or like somewhere like earlier on in the video. I would want like something that feels a bit more like circus or like crazy, or something that just feels like we're building in turmoil, like of like it's getting more weird, is what I would want to feel towards this part, where it feels like, or even like a celebration or like a success. Like I want it to feel like we've built up this like you know, whatever, like this, you know, the story arc kind of journey of like the climax. We're going up to the climax and stuff, and then we're very quickly on the decline with like the end of the video. But yeah, I think that makes sense, right? I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, I'm gonna keep watching this.
Horror and comedy elements are. When a game is scary, you're typically on horror and between Spaghetti and Rat Shaker, I've realized how much fun games with horror and comedy elements are. When a game is scary, you're typically on edge the whole time and you're anticipating what's gonna happen next. But the comedy aspects pull you out of that I'm ready to get scared mode. And then the horror elements come back and completely blindside you. It's like you forget that you're scared because you're slapping your spaghetti, and then bam, Freddy Fazbear out of nowhere pops up and gives you some super adventure hand. I'm just kidding. Alright, that's everything I wanted to show you this time. Please subscribe. I hate my day job. Get me out of there!
Nice. Sweet. I think your outro is a little too long also, potentially. There's like, it's small detail stuff, but like it could affect like the shareability or whatever. Like it decreases your watch time, your average watch time, because people click off at this point because the video's over. So the closer you are to like 100% watched through rate or whatever retention, the more likely I think you'll get recommended to people. Small detail, but it can help. Cool. Overall, I think it's a fun video. Fun stuff. I think, yeah, like I like learning about these weird games personally. And it's fun. I think the hand one, he had a lot to say. I feel like the hand one could be shorter potentially, maybe, or sped up, or like not like, you know, I'm not saying super sped up because I don't like it when things are too ADHD or too crazy, but yeah, I think overall it's fun. I would think about the pacing and the feeling of it. Should I just cut the links to more vids at the end then? Yeah, I would almost like, I'll just make it super short, or like
I hate my day job. Get me out of there.
I would even just end it there and just end the video. Not even like a thanks for watching, subscribe, and just like get me out of there, and the video ends. Like it could just end at that point. And then yeah, and then YouTube's gonna recommend probably more of your videos. Yeah, I need to get better at cutting jokes I'm attached to. I feel I had too many in the hands game. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta kill your darlings, as they say. Yeah. If anything, I would probably put like maybe a call to action before the...
I'm just kidding. Alright, that's everything I wanted to show you this time. Please subscribe. I hate my day.
Yeah, something like that. Please watch this, or YouTube thinks you're gonna like this video. Like in this, you could say, yeah, YouTube thinks you're gonna like this video. So then there's on screen for a little bit at least, and then you say subscribe. I hate my day job. Video ends. So like they have a moment to like click on it if they want to, if they're fast. But I think ending it on that would be yeah, could be satisfying. Cool. If you guys like Spills, if you guys like Brody, go check out his YouTube channel. He's a friend of mine. He taught me how to almost do a backflip one time, but I did not commit. Good times. Let's help Brody get out of his day job. Watch a video or two. Nice. Was that yeah. Valuable, Brody? And then we'll move on. Arlo, are you still here? Thanks for reviewing the video, dude. Of course, buddy. Arlo, if you are here, we'll review your video next. Just give me the go ahead. Let me know. Almost is better than not at all. Yep, it's true. It's very true. Okay. Success, great success. Done. Arlo is here. Let's go, Arlo. Yeah, it was great. Awesome. Beautiful. Love to hear it. Okay, Arlo. We're gonna watch your video and react to it. It is an 8-minute and 50-second video. Alrighty-o. Chip chop, cheerio. Here we go. See the show. Alright. This video. Retro games took over my life. I'm pretty sure I've already seen this, but we'll watch it. And yeah, I'll see if there's. I'm pretty sure I like this video, so I don't know if I'm gonna have a lot to critique on this one, but we'll see. All right, let's jump right into it, as I say.
With video games becoming more and more complex, there's still something about a retro game that kind of just makes it more fun. But why is that? Oh, that is beautiful. Maybe it's the simplicity of physically plugging in a game, or pressing start and instantly being in a game. But no one really makes retro games anymore, and I want to change that. Yep, I'm gonna make my own game, but first I have to figure out the type of game, the theme, and the genre. I would love to design and put together my own pinball machine. I made not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 when I was a kid. The only problem is that some of the pieces and ramps are broken and the flippers don't work, but this is like by far my favorite. And a full-size one would be really cool to have. Oh, okay, no. I want to do something involving retro games. Maybe I could play in the Tetris World Championship. But flights are also expensive, and I'm already flying to a YouTube conference in Dallas later this year. Wait, what if I were to make my own Game Boy game that's playable on...
Small detail, but I don't think you need to mention the YouTube conference. I think there's a small thing.
Flights are also expensive, and
I'll just say flights are also expensive. And then next section.
I'm already flying to a YouTube conference in Dallas later this year. Wait, what if I were to make my own Game Boy game that's playable on a handheld device like this? It's easy to have an idea, but it's not easy to continue with that idea and actually make it into something. So what's the theme? Is it sci-fi or medieval? Maybe there's a spaceship. I do like spaceships. But then it hit me. But it handheld. Wait. What if I were to make my own Game Boy game?
But I could have probably cut that whole B plot out. Which B plot? Just like the whole being into games, or like thought of like the Tetris stuff.
That's playable on a handheld device like this. It's easy to have an idea, but it's not easy to continue with that idea and actually make it into something. So what's the theme? Is it sci-fi or medieval? Maybe there's a spaceship. I do like spaceships.
I wonder if there's something that you could do besides like, instead of writing it on the board, like is there like a fun, the VidSummit thing? Yeah, did you put maybe, yeah, I might, does that come up more in this video, VidSummit, like mentioning the conference? For this segment, instead of like showing like I'm writing it on the board like sci-fi, medieval, I think that's fine. It works. Gets the point across. But also be interesting to see like a visual of some sort, like an 8-bit, like if you'd made an animation or something of a 8-bit looking like sci-fi, like maybe it's a spaceship or something, or like the what's it called? Space Invaders or Doom or whatever, something like that looks like a sci-fi kind of game. Have that with like some of the sound effects. Sci-fi, bloop, 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 medieval, like a RuneScape looking thing, or whatever. I think that'd be give a better visual, I think, for us, and audible as well if you put the sound effects and stuff in there, especially the music. I love when like my friend JJ, when he puts like music, when he like shows a clip and he'll have like music just for that one like little segment or like one frame, like or like one photo or something. It'll like be only for that, and then just cuts immediately, but it's like in theme with what the image is showing. Anyways,
there's a spaceship. I do like spaceships. evil into something. So what's the theme? Is it sci-fi or medieval? Maybe there's a spaceship. I do like spaceships.
The spaceship thing I would have put with sci-fi or something. Maybe not as sci-fi, medieval, or spaceships. It feels kind of similar to that spaceship thing. Or sci-fi.
But then it hit me. Oh, okay, now go next bit, go next bit. Okay, so it's gonna be a pirate-themed game, and the main character could be a seagull named Seaford. Oh, wait. But it's no fun if the character can fly. I mean, it sounds fun in theory, but it can be like those water levels in Mario. No one wants to play them. It also doesn't help that I have no idea how I would code that.
I don't mind the swimming levels and underwater levels in Mario.
In fact, I don't know how I'm gonna do any of this, but that's a problem for later. Let me lay out the story first. So Seaford is a seagull that never learned how to fly, and he steals things for this monkey because the monkey promised that he could teach Seaford how to fly, or something like that. But just because I have a passable story arc for the game, that doesn't mean that the gameplay is gonna be any good, so I think I need to do some research. Tetris has got to be one of my favorites just because of how competitive it can be, but Space Invaders, it's alright. But then of course you have the classics like Super Mario Brothers. Simple, elegant, some would even say revolutionary. These games became my life. Every day wake up, try and beat the high score on Tetris, and complete the original Super Mario. I'm on the last level of Super Mario, so I'm actually gonna beat it. It shouldn't take too long. Everyday objects became brightly colored pixelated blocks, and I couldn't tell the difference between imagination and reality. It was in that confusion that I had an epiphany. Epiphany. Imagine the...
I'm gonna have to come back to this segment, but I just realized that I kind of zoned out a little bit and don't understand why we were talking about other games. Let me go back. That's the ADHD in me, I think. Okay.
Let me lay out the story first. So Seaford is a seagull that never learned how to fly, and he steals things for this monkey because the monkey promised that he could teach Seaford how to fly, or something.
I think this could also be a fun bit as well, of like you describing this to a friend, instead of like to us, the viewer. It could be fun of like you being like, okay, so this is like, there's this bird, right? And then blah, 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 blah. Like going into like, still like basically what you're saying here, but you're enthusiastic and you're like explaining it to a friend, and then it cuts to maybe like the actual camera of you talking to that friend. Could be something. I don't know. I could see it being like, yeah, getting a reaction of like, okay, what do they think? And then they don't like, they think it's fun or they don't get it or whatever, and then it leads to the next segment, which I don't know what the next segment is, but an idea.
Something like that. But just because I have a passable story arc for the game, that doesn't mean that the gameplay is going to be any good, so I think I need to do some research. Tetris has got to be one of my favorites just because of how competitive it can be, but Space Invaders, it's alright. But then of course you have the classics like Super Mario Brothers. Simple, elegant, some would even say revolutionary. These games be elegant.
I'd maybe like talk about like the specifics of like the gameplay, like what is it about, like not just about it being like revolutionary and all these things, but like it's like the game types of like Tetris is like a block builder, like there's like a format to it, and like there's like side scroller, there's like all these different types of games that it could be, and it could fall under a category. So it's like, what kind of game do you want it to be? I think would be more of a kind of, I think, aligned conversation thing to explore with your research, rather than like, yeah, looking at the biggest games just because kind of thing.
Has got to be one of my favorites just because of how competitive it can be, but Space Invaders, it's alright. But then of course you have the classics like Super Mario Brothers. Simple, elegant, some would even say revolutionary.
Even like multiplayer, like do I want it to be a multiplayer game or do I want it to be whatever?
These games became my life. Every day,
Which I guess it can't be if you're doing it on your Game Boy, but I mean maybe. I don't know.
wake up, try and beat the high score on Tetris, and complete the original Super Mario. I'm on the last level of Super Mario, so I'm actually gonna beat it. It shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, I don't know if that part's needed then. I think like you playing games can be faster, I think. With the intention of like what is the purpose behind your research?
Everyday objects became brightly colored pixelated blocks, and I couldn't tell the difference between imagination and reality. It was in that confusion that I had an epiphany. Epiphany. Imagine the visuals of a 2D platformer game like Mario, but mixed with a big open world map like Zelda. This genre is what you might call a Metroidvania nowadays, but I'm pretty sure that word originated from the Game Boy games Castlevania and Metroid Fusion. Yeah.
Okay, then I feel like that could easily lead into like talking about like the topics, like the type of games and stuff could easily lead into this like discovery of
Genre is what you might call a Metroidvania.
Yeah, Metroidvania. Yeah, I think that would be an easy segue into that.
Nowadays, but I'm pretty sure that word originated from the Game Boy games Castlevania and Metroid Fusion. Yeah, that's the kind of game I want to make, but I gotta get to work on it because I know how long these things could take.
And also with your genre stuff, like when you do these check marks, like, okay, I got this, it's hard to kind of get context for like I don't know how many things are in your list. So it doesn't fully feel like it feels like a never ending list that you're checking off, that like you're saying, I'm done this now, I'm done this, okay, but like how many things are there? Like how far in the process of this like game being developed are we? So I think having like the full list here could be helpful to see like, okay, we got like a check mark next to all of these and there's like 5 left or 3 left or something, and maybe don't make it a huge list. I mean depends on what you want to do, but having a list that's visual to show the progress, I think helps out the viewer. It helps me out to at least know, yeah, how far along are we and what are the important key factors to creating this game. And you could even like blur out the last 2 or something if you want, or you don't need to, but you could.
These things could take. Get to work on it because I know how long these things could take.
Did you add that sound effect? The it sounds like what you'd hear in a Pokemon game before like a fight or something. I like that.
Just to be clear, I've never coded anything before, and I have no prior experience designing video games, so I don't really know what I'm doing. But luckily, I know.
Why are you in a tree?
Someone that does. How long does it take to start understanding how to think like a developer?
You're probably not gonna like this answer, but it definitely took like a few months to get to that point. What are you using to like make your game?
That is an excellent question.
GB Studio, just from like this UI, it definitely looks a lot simpler.
Yeah, it's very like drag and drop.
Why is this guy filming in the middle of a tree? If you want to make a game really quickly, take your idea, make it like 2% middle of a tree. If you definitely looks a lot simpler.
Yeah, it's very like drag and drop.
Why is this guy filming in the middle of a tree?
I was like, was that did I just hear my own voice? Because I just asked, why are you in a tree?
A lot simpler.
Yeah, it's very like drag and drop.
Why is this guy filming in the middle of a tree? If you want to make a game really quickly,
I'd even do like, this is like a lot of these are kind of small details, but like to make it more fun.
Yeah, it's very like drag and drop.
Why is
I think when I think of like Logan Paul's Pokemon video stuff that he did back in the day with Hayden, and like how he incorporated the Pokemon sound effects and like the establishing shot of the house was like retro Pokemon sort of look to it. I'd find ways to like, how do I make this feel more video game ish throughout, which I think you're doing on some parts. This is an idea is like I don't know if this like, it feels kind of anime maybe more so, but I would like rotoscope or cut him out and over top of your bit here.
A lot
so I think when you cut to him saying like, why is this guy in a tree, it feels like a continuation of like him talking about this game, but for it to feel different and for me to be like it feels like more like a quip, like he's adding in like a little notification to quip thing, I would do
Blur.
it.
Yeah, it's very.
So you're here, and like I would maybe pause on you, or like if you don't say anything afterwards, and just leave the footage or slow down, whatever. So your lips aren't moving while he's moving up, or maybe I don't know. And then have him like kind of like, yo, why is this guy in a tree? And then go to like the regular thing. If you want to keep that part, I don't know if you need to keep it, but yeah.
Like drag and drop.
Why is this guy filming in the middle of a tree? If you want to make a game really quickly, take your idea, make it like 2% of what you think. It's better to have something really small than have it incomplete.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the advice.
All right, see you. Okay, he just left.
Here's where things get complicated, or less complicated.
Even like I guess you could give some context to like the tree, even like in the idea of making it feel like a game where like you can set an establishing shot of the tree with like some like lower third text that's like in 8-bit of like the tree house or like HQ or like where I get my ideas. Like it could like some name, giving it some name that feels like this is where you go to collect your ideas and like brainstorm or like use your imagination or something. Like some sort of name might give some more context to why you're in a tree. Or just don't be in a tree. One of the two. Yeah.
Okay, depending on how you want to think about it. When the first things
All right, see you. Okay, he just left.
Here's where things get complicated, or less complicated, depending on how you want to think about it. When the first Game Boy was released, it was limited by its tech and only allowed developers to use 4 specific shades of green, until 9 years later when the Game Boy Color was released.
Escape to a world of color. It's called the Game Boy Color.
But that's fine, right? I'll just make a Game Boy Color game. Well, although it's a color pixel version of the Game Boy, you're still limited to only 4 colors per sprite. So making sprites is going to be a bit tough. But luckily there's this little website called Google where you can look up a bunch of copyright-free images and throw them into your project to save time. Okay, I didn't do that for everything, but, well, I'm not an artist. I can edit videos, but I can't draw, and I'm on a bit of a time limit. Right, the time limit. It's time for a plot twist. You ready? Look, it's no secret that I like to make videos, and I also happen to love retro games. So you put 2 and 2 together and then you get this. But as I'm starting to work on this game, I'm realizing just how much of a time commitment it is. I would spend months working on this game if I could, but I can't. At the end of the day, my passion is in making videos. I'm actually going to a YouTube conference at the beginning of the next month to meet other people that also have the passion for making videos. But this retro game has to be done before that, in a state where you can actually walk around inside the game and everything works as intended. I tested out the sprite and everything looks to be working well. I just need to build out the environment so you're not just running around in empty space. This program I'm using, GB Studio, it works by basically taking a PNG image as a background.
I would maybe even like make it clear in the beginning of the video of like I only have, because even like, you know, you don't have to know when you start filming like I want to make sure I have this done in like 30 days or like film that. Like this could be an afterthought or like a posting that you can add in with voiceover and stuff. Or like you can go back and like add into the beginning of the video that you have 30 days or you have whatever, so that we know that like there's a time crunch, so we know how many days. And then as you're going too, you can be like day 12, day 13, whatever. But it doesn't need to be in our face. It just like we just know like you have a certain time limit. But also maybe give some reason as to why, because like why can't you just finish it after the YouTube conference? Why does it need to be done before then? Is there like something that are you sending it to somebody? Are you getting it actually developed or made? Or like, do you want somebody to be playing it? Or do you want it to be ready for like a friend's birthday? Like you're making a video game for their birthday or something and you want it to be a surprise or whatever. I think building a reason as to like why it needs to be done by a certain day. Because there's not a whole lot of, like you could still finish it after the YouTube conference.
And then you just draw on top of it for all the walls and floors and stuff, and adding things that happen when the player moves onto a trigger. I'm having a lot of fun just designing all the maps by placing like different tiles around and working with the extreme limitations of 90s tech, but when it comes to like scripting stuff out, I'm not a big fan. I made a few different rooms so far that are all gonna end up connecting, but now I'm working on animations and like how the character's gonna look when it jumps. If you want him to jump, you just make one frame like with the wings slightly up, and then the next frame is the wings even more slightly up. And it's really similar to like what I've done before with Lego stop motion. So now everything looks perfect, and it works well too. Oh. Okay, maybe not everything. There's been more than a few problems along the way, but nothing that can't be easily fixed. At least until I encountered this. No, why is it not going? When I try and like get it to go so I can test it, it's not working. The code is like corrupt or something. I don't know what to do here. Yeah, that sucks. I hate having to redo things or starting again from the beginning, but there's nothing else I can do. I'm back on track a little bit, and now I'm just starting to make some music that's gonna play on the main opening level. There's this song from the TV show Andor, which is an excellent show by the way, but I feel like this song would be perfect here. Disney, please don't copyright strike me. Oh, it actually works. It actually works. So the company that sent me this super cool retro Game Boy device also sent me my game so far on a cartridge, so I can actually play it on physical tech. It looks so much better on this retro Game Boy. It actually works. It actually works. So the company that sent me this super cool retro Game Boy device also sent me my game so far on a cartridge, so I can actually play it on physical tech. It looks so much better on this screen too. Like imagine creating something, spending like hours on something, and then just seeing it come to life on like a physical device. This is so fun. Like I need to finish this game now. It's August 30th today. I leave for the YouTube conference in 3 days, I think. I really thought I could finish making a video game in a month on my own, but making this video, just working on the game too, has just been probably the most fun I've ever had making a video, even though I didn't actually finish the game yet. It would be cool to come back and have it be even bigger and like try and publish the game to an actual company or something. But for now though, if you want to just try running around in the game environment and like testing everything out, seeing all the secret rooms I built, head over to my Patreon where I've made the game available. Check that out. And I'm gonna try and beat Super Mario, because I still haven't beaten it. I'm still on the last level.
Cool. Nice. Did you get an affiliate link for this mod retro? I'd almost, if you were like serious about like wanting to actually launch this as a game, I would probably, I mean maybe Patreon's fine, but I would maybe do like the first like beta version as like a free download for like just for like data, for like as much feedback as you can from anybody. And then when you decide to like actually sell it, say like pre-order is available on Patreon for like Patreon people first, and then bring it out to the public or something. But cool, yeah, it's a fun video. I think there's like some things that could be added to improve it and make it more exciting and stuff. Obviously I think it would be more satisfying for it to be complete, but or like there's something with the build up towards the end where I feel like this moment when you get it delivered. Oh wait, did you actually get it delivered? Sorry, my bad.
Oh, it actually works. It actually works. So the company that sent me this super cool retro Game Boy device.
Yeah, okay, so you mentioned it here very briefly that like you got the game, like a physical version of the game. And I feel like that's such an exciting moment that it doesn't feel as exciting here. Like something of like you waiting, like something to do with like you sent it out or whatever, you're testing it out, the first beta version, or like you finally finished a level or like the map or whatever, like you finally finished the beta version of it. Find some way to like celebrate that and like make it feel like an accomplishment, like there needs to be some sort of payoff feeling. And then we're waiting and you're waiting for it to be delivered, and then finally like the door rings and like you look and it's there and like dope, you plop it in and then like play around with it, like what's your reaction, how does it feel to play it, and then like it's live on the internet. If you want to go test it out for free, give me feedback on like what works, what doesn't work, what, like, you know, be my beta testers. I'd love to turn this into an actual game, something like that. I think that'd be, yeah, a fun way to go about it. And then it's pretty quickly, yeah, the video would be done. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Hope that's supportive, Arlo. If you want to see more of Arlo's videos, go check him out. Yeah. Although he hasn't posted in 8 months, he gets to post more. Was that supportive, Arlo? Is there any thoughts or questions that you have before I move on to the next victim or the next person? Andrew, if you're here, let me know and I'll review yours next. But Steven, I guess Andrew or Steven, or anybody really, whoever's here, whoever wants their video reviewed next, whoever comments first, I'll review their video. Crazy Daisy wants to play. I want to play Seagull Mega Man. Yeah. You working on any of your own videos lately? I'm not. I do have like an idea for a video, which I feel like would be. Hey, Steven's here. Okay, let's go with Steven's video. I have an idea for video that I want to try out, but I have not given my full. I don't know. Like taking it seriously, I think, which is kind of funny because I feel like the premise of the video, in general, like, it's basically a video about finding my spark. Because I feel like I've lost my spark with my YouTube videos and editing for other creators and stuff. That I want to find it again and explore it. I feel like it'll be the only way I know how, or an interesting way to explore it, is by making a video about it, which feels ironic, but yeah. So I do have some fun ideas for that video, if it is a single video or if it's a series of videos, I don't know, but that might be my next video. We'll see. Okay, these are long videos. I mean, they're not terribly long, but okay. Do you want to give any context to this video, Steven? At all? This is clearly a video you edited for someone else's YouTube channel. Not your own video, but a video you edited nonetheless. We got Jerry Chen. Anything you want to say, or should we just watch it? I was the sole editor for this video. He's a friend trying to get more into long form, but his short form does really well, trying to optimize his channel to convert short form followers into subs. Cool. Or like long form into subs, or like, yeah, short form viewers into long form viewers. Okay. All right. We're gonna give it a watch. Arlo, let me know if you have any other thoughts or anything. Any questions on my feedback, or let me know if it was supportive. Oh, you made some good points. Okay, cool. Dope. Nice, sweet, beautiful. Glad it was supportive on some level. Okay, I gotta get rid of this. This isn't even working. This thing. There we go. Chat has character limits. Oh, all good. Okay, cool. We're jumping into it. We got it. Okay, here we go.
Today we're here at New York City's Chinatown, and we're gonna go around trying some popular food spots. I have $20 left to my.
Oh, let me stretch really quick. I need to get into it. Ugh. I'm gonna do a very quick. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'm gonna do a very quick bathroom break. I'll be so fast, and then I'll be right back. Sorry, Steven. I'll be right back. Short break, short break. BRB. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back. Hello. My bad. Okay. Steven, we're gonna jump right into it. Arlo, do you see, you saw Crazy Days' comment, huh? If you're still here, Arlo. You got someone that wants to play the game? Also, even Twitch streamers. I feel like Twitch streamers would want to play it. You could probably find an audience. Is that a game? Like, I feel like XQC. Is that a game you still are developing and creating? Additional context from Steven. I describe this as a very TikTok-y style edit. After watching a few weeks out, I think we want to give his videos more breathing room. But his short form snappiness is key to his short form videos. Okay, cool. Some context. All right, let's jump into it. Let's jump right into it.
Today we're here at New York City's Chinatown, and we're gonna go around trying some popular food spots. I have $20 left to my name, and now we're gonna go around seeing how much food we can get. Joining me here today is
Cornelia.
How long have you been in New York City for?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. How would you say the food scene is like?
You can find a lot of delicious but cheap food.
Delicious and cheap food. That's what I'm here for. Where should we go for our first location?
Mei Lai Wa.
Mei Lai Wa? I heard they had some pretty good pork buns, so let's go do it. All right, the pork roasted buns is what they're most known for.
That's the most popular one.
Yeah, let's do, so it's $2.60 a bun. Pineapple bun with roast. Okay, yeah, let's do that. That was quick. Got the goods. We got our food. That was quick. How long did that take? Like 5 minutes? Not bad at all. All right, let's see what we have. This is what everyone raves about. Woo, it's still fresh. Oh, this thing is loaded.
Oh,
it smells good. Cheers. Oh yeah, that meat so tender.
Yeah.
The bun is light and fluffy as well. Cameraman wants a bite.
Good,
Second
right?
cameraman wants a bite.
I like the sauce.
$2.60 for one of these bows. Pretty solid. I can see why there's a line out the door. Oh, we also got something else. Man, these pigeons are crazy out here. Hey, wait. I'm gonna give the pigeon a bite. Here, Brody. Eat it. Hey.
This is a pineapple bun with roast pork.
Ooh, okay.
A little bit crispy on the top.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
It'd be interesting to see like some graphics of like making it look like a menu item. I feel like that would add some stylistic choices to this video and to like the series if he's like doing multiple trying food in different places. It could be a style choice of like the top corner or something, like it looks like it's got like a photo of it, of what it looks like, and then like the name and how much it is. Could be interesting just to like give kind of a, yeah, and maybe I'm going off of like the feeling that I just had like with like Arlo's video. Maybe I'm going off of like the gamify feel of that. Maybe I'm bringing that into this video. But I feel like that could be just something to feel a bit more, because right now it kind of feels like they're just eating random foods. And I think some of the foods can look the same. Like this doesn't look too different from this. It looks kind of like the same thing, so it feels like they're eating the same thing. There's not a lot of like descriptive words as to like what's different about it.
The bun is light and fluffy as well. Cameraman wants a bite. That meat so tender.
Yeah.
Okay,
the bun is light and fluffy as well. Cameraman wants a bite.
I think giving some context to like make it feel like we're eating something different.
Okay.
A little bit crispy on the top.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Basically the same filling, but I do like the extra layer of pineapple on top. Gives it that crispy texture.
I actually like this one better.
Yeah, me too. More flavor. But the last one had a lot of flavor. 260 and 310. Which one did you like better?
The pineapple bun one.
You got a B rating here. That's how you know it's good. Really?
Big.
I mean, isn't that how it is? All right, on to the next spot. Wait.
It's very sketchy,
looks
right?
sketchy.
I want to gatekeep it.
We'll keep it hidden.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So sketchy.
So sketchy.
Ooh,
It's
wait.
an A.
Oh.
It's an A.
Yo, shout outs.
We're gonna get 小笼包,
6 piece.
6 piece,
$5. And then
and
Jian Jiao.
fried dumplings.
Sounds good.谢谢. All right, finally got our food. So what do we have?
小笼.
I'm just throwing out a bunch of ideas, but I feel like I would add like make it feel like a show, in a way of like establish the shots, or establish the new locations, establish like where we're at, with like an exterior shot. I know you're like the editor, and so you don't have full control over like what shots, but like for the future, I mean, you are in communication with him. It's your friend. I think getting some establishing shots of like the exterior could add something to it, and then even like voiceover can go a long way as well. When you miss things on location, adding voiceover of like to like really dictate what the flow of the story is in the video. I think adding some voiceover of like, next we're going to whatever, but maybe like it doesn't need to be, make it in whatever style you think worked with Jerry. I wouldn't go with like the generic like whatever, like, yeah, don't, like, you don't need to make it like, yeah, next we're going to blah 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 blah, like whatever's in, like, if you can add some comedy to it or add some like personality to it and not make it super basic. But I think that'd be interesting to feel like, yeah, like I want to feel, it's maybe just a personal choice, but I want to feel like there's some like just a little bit of like heightened emotion of like a fun song and like, oh, we're moving on to this next thing, or like what's even like I don't think the review was super clear also. Maybe I need to listen to that again.
But the last one had a lot of flavor. 260 and 310. Which one did you like better?
The pineapple bun one.
You got a B rating here.
So you added the sound effect, but we didn't actually get a visual of like which one she likes the most. Like we understand, like if we look back, like yes, But if we were watching it without audio or whatever, like, or just like, it kind of really makes it clear in a way that's like fun, I think. Because I think there's a level to like, don't make it too clear where like you're treating your audience like they're dumb and they don't understand things. But like, I think there's some level of like making it really clear that like you could add to this.
That's how you know is good. Really? I mean, isn't that how it is? All right, on to the next spot. Wait.
Yeah, and as a voiceover, I would add some like a voiceover to give the review. Like, what is the review of this place? Or maybe is it like, are you gonna rate them all out of 5 stars or out of like like are you gonna do like a tier list, or what's the format of the review? And how are we judging these from each other, I guess? Because I feel like I would want to know by the end of the video which places should I actually try out. Like, do you recommend based off of where you actually went? And maybe you talk about it at the end, but.
Right? I want to keep it.
We'll keep it hidden.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
And even this could be like a voiceover, like leading into like it's really sketchy.
Oh my gosh. So sketchy.
So sketchy.
And the music feels a little too calming. I mean, they're having fun, they're laughing, but I feel like something a little bit more. Like, you don't need to go crazy, like horror movie sinister, but like something a little bit more eerie, sinister, or like something that just makes it feel a little more underground. Maybe it's a cool feeling, you know. Maybe it's like a more like a underground hip hop, or I don't know, something that's what's the energy you want to go for leading into this, because it's like a weird hole in the wall spot that like where are they taking us kind of thing, and I think the music could add into that.
Ooh,
It's
wait.
an A.
Oh.
It's an A.
Yo, shout outs.
We're gonna get 小笼包,
6 piece, $5, and then Jin Jiao.
fried dumplings.
Sounds good. All right, finally got our food. So what do we have?
小笼包, small steamed buns, and fried dumplings.
Jin Jiao.
煎饺.
$5 each.
So huge.
It's huge. Usually Xiaolongbao is smaller, no?
Yeah.
But why is it like? It is massive. Okay, which one do you want to start with?
Water.
No. Okay.
It's so good.
That is so good. Wow. And it's
so
juicy too.
Juicy.
It's not dripping.
It's very flavorful. It's a little bit sweet and sour.
Yeah.
Different layers.
Fantastic. Give me 14 of these. Hot roll.
Fantastic. Give me 14.
They made this with a lot of love and care. I asked the person how many they make per day. They can't even count. Such good crunch. Next up, we have the Xiaolongbaos. They're more like Da Longbaos. They're pretty big.
Huge.
Try not to pop these. Oh, it has a hole in it already. All right, cheers. It's a little salty.
But also a little bit sweet.
That's quite the interesting filling. I don't know, what do you think about it? Me personally, I'm not too big of a fan.
With them eating Bad Company?
It's different from my expectation, but I think it's still good.
Yeah.
Still good.
So when I think of Xiaolongbao, I'm thinking of like a small, thin wrapping layer. This is more like a baozi's bao. The dough is thicker than the actual Xiaolongbao, and the meat got huge chunks of meat in there.
I think this is just buns.
Did we get the right thing?
I think it's right. I think this is just buns.
Small detail, but if you have time, I'd maybe go through and like, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I would go through and you can hear the fan in the background. I assume you turned her audio up because it's probably hard to hear her in this one clip. But I can hear the AC, the fan. Maybe like find a way to EQ that and get rid of that without it sounding too weird, because sometimes it can be robotic sounding, but small detail.
Did we get the right thing?
I think it's right.
Oh.
Small steamed bun.
Later in this video, we gotta find a place with Xiaolongbaos that are packing with juices if we have a budget left over. For $5 a plate, not bad at all. Y'all wanna tap in?
All right, ready, Aaron?
Yes.
He's going the whole thing. Bigger, 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 bigger. close. There you go.
Oh my god.
Stuck in my throat. We made it to the third location, Super Taste. Apparently they have like chili noodles and what else? Hot sesame oil noodles with. They have like chili noodle. We made it to the third location, Super Taste.
When you say Super Taste, I feel like some sort of graphic or like a lower third or whatever, some sort of like text somewhere. Because I also think when
Apparently
he
they
says
have,
that,
like-
I assume it's this yellow sign, but then I look behind and it's actually this green sign behind him. So I feel like something that like you could have even like a little fun, like make it look like that, like find it, like can you recreate that in like Photoshop or something and have it like pop up on the side, like a or like a squeak or something, or like a sign that's like on hinges. It's like a the sound that comes out, and it's like Super Taste. That's their company sign. That could be fun.
Like chili noodles and what else? Hot sesame oil noodles with extra sauce is what Carissa told me to try. So we're gonna try that. Just check it out. Oh, that is. Is it pushed? I'm the hot sesame noodle. Is that like, that's not dan dan. That's. Is that like, that's not dan dan.
Yeah. If you could find what item menu they're talking about, I would zoom in on that. I don't even know what they're talking about.
That's. Wait, which one? That one? Oh yeah. And then.
We're gonna take
Yeah. 谢谢. The thing about Chinatown, everyone does cash only, so make sure to bring cash. Have you had anything else around Chinatown or?
My first time.
First time? Hey, me too.
Where you from?
I'm from LA.
Oh, okay.
Hey, what about you?
From Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, okay.
You've never been to Chinatown before.
Got you. Is that where Yankee Stadium is?
That's the Bronx.
That's the Bronx. Oops. Look at all the aunties working hard in the back. Shout out to them. All right, finally got our order. It was quite the long wait, maybe like 20 minutes.
They went over budget. Does anything happen when they go over budget? They spent more than $20. They said they had $20, and they spent more than that.
Yeah.
A lot of yelling, but that's part of the experience. So we got the hot sesame noodles. This thing is still piping hot. All the ladies in the back were making it fresh to order. Ooh, that looks good. Are you good with spice?
I can. Can you?
Oh yeah, I love spice.
Ooh.
Close up on that. Ooh,
It's a lot of
dang.
spice.
Yay.
Whoa. These are long strands of noodles. It's like taller than me. All right, let's get it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Get it. Cheers.
Cheers. Wow.
Very rich. Good spice. Creamy. Do they have meat in? No, they don't have meat in here.
Don't have meat.
It's the
Just
sesame
sauce.
paste, huh? Oh, that's good. So my
It
friend
does
did
look
tell me
tasty.
to get extra sauce, and I can see why. The sauce is so good. Ooh, that spice lingers in your mouth. Would you get it again, though? Absolutely. I know we're running low on the budget here, but there's one more place I want to go. Apparently they have some really juicy xiaolong baos. Let's go check it out.
Lady on chat, hey, put that noodle back in your mouth.
Okay.
Wait, here, hold the camera.
All right, we made it to the final location, Deluxe Green Bow Restaurant 66.
This is like a general note of like the music taste. I would do something a bit different than like the generic dun 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 dun, dun like Kevin MacLeod music. I think that's Kevin MacLeod. I'll do something a bit different. Maybe that's a personal taste, but I feel like Kevin MacLeod's gone. No more Kevin MacLeod. Or at least maybe does he have some new material? Kevin MacLeod, usually, you know, some people want the hits. When they go to concerts, they want the hits for like the artists they want to see. But I want some new stuff. Anyways.
You know what's good when they throw in numbers in there? They have an extensive menu that is like an essay. What's the juicy one?
I think both of them are juicy.
Okay,
but
we'll
this
skip the
one
crab.
is-
We'll do this one.
Okay.
Let's get it. We're well over budget. That's okay. Venmo.
This is a side note, but I feel like it'd be interesting to. Oh, it's Epidemic. Oh, is it? It's Arthur then. Arthur Benson. Is that who it is? I feel like it'd be an interesting video on like how to navigate like restaurants like these when there's like so many things on the menu like that.
Menu.
Just a video on like how to know what to order when you go to a place.
That
like
is
this. When there's like 100 items, or like I've been to some Chinese restaurants where there's like 400 items on the menu. I'm like, how? Like, yeah, I'll get the 495. Like, there's so much. That's crazy.
like an essay. What's the juicy one?
I think both of them are juicy.
Okay,
but
we'll
this
skip the
one
crab.
is-
We'll do this one.
Okay.
Let's get it. We're well over budget. That's okay. Venmo 是 Okay, so we got some juicy xiaolongbao. Oh, this is hot.
Very hot.
They just steamed this. It's so
Different
juicy and jiggly. Try not to pop it as we dive in. Go for it. You want to go for it? Ooh. Okay. Oh. Wait, how are we gonna buy?
I think you can bite the top
Okay.
and then
Oh,
break
man.
the.
Those are just like heat pockets. As soon as you bite into it, just so warm. So like just steam comes out of it almost. Or just so like I feel like you gotta poke a hole in it to cool it down.
All right, ready? Cheers.
Yes, that's not a thought. That's not a critique on this video. I should be focused on the critiques.
Oh, you did top? Okay.
Oh,
no!
Oh, cheers. Oh, that was bad.
Oh, that's hot. That's how juicy it is. We cheersed and it popped. You gotta follow Cornelia's lead.
It is hot, but I think I can handle that.
Oh my god.
That's so
Look
good.
at that filling.
Want to try one more?
Oh yeah. We gotta add some of the vinegar. Is that too much?
It's okay, it's okay.
Okay, you can go first. With the vinegar?
Oh.
Like a pro.
I'm kind of
Okay,
lost.
My
in
turn.
this. I don't know. I kind of stopped critiquing it, and I'm kind of just like watching it at this point. There's something like I would give a lot of critiques and a lot of like there's a lot of different things you could do with the video, and I think I mentioned it already before of like the graphics and like the clarity on things like the items that they're eating and all these things to like give context. But it's kind of like just a nice casual viewing type of video, for the most part, where you're just like watching people eat food and it just looks delicious. So maybe it does the job, but I feel like the things I mentioned before are like the key elements that I would add to like improve it.
It's so delicate.
So far.
Oh, here we go. Just place it gently. All right, sauce me up.
A little bit sauce. Ooh.
There you go. So bite the top. Oh yeah, it's like acidic, very acidic. Hey yo. Oh man.
It's too much.
Wow, that was good. Oh, that was too much. That was too much. I should not have done that. These are delicious. 8 pieces for $9.95. Make sure to bring cash when you're in Chinatown. But these are one of the juiciest xiaolongbaos I've had in a minute.
It's very different from the first one.
Yeah.
This one is the classic one.
Yeah, the first one kind of threw me off, but these are good.
All right, cheers. I'm just gonna get one bite on this. Perfect. Xiaolongbao.
That's gonna wrap it up for the Chinatown food crawl. And now we're here at Oakberry to get some acai bowl to cleanse our palate a little bit. Cheers.
Cheers.
Much needed. Well, now that we've wrapped up, what was your favorite meal of the day?
The first one, Mela one.
That was goats. That was so good. I think my favorite had to be the sesame noodles. Those were different, very creamy. I love a good spice. So I feel like if the pork buns were a little spicy,
Yeah.
maybe that would have hit. If Meili was watching, add a spicy option too. I don't think they're gonna watch this. But anyways, thank you so much for joining me.
Yay, thanks for having me.
Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. Go follow Cornelia. I'll put her social media pages right here. And we'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
Sweet. Yeah. I think overall adding like a general like context to like what's the goal of the video is, or not what the goal of the video, because we kind of understand, but like giving context to like it's a review, or like what's the rating system, what are these places, what are the meals they're eating, how are they judging it, or is it just like, or like maybe I missed the beginning, maybe there's something in the beginning that I missed, but do they mention like why they're the best places? Like they're just saying like we're gonna go to the best places in New York for food, but is there like, were they like on a website somewhere, or like how do they know that they're like the best, or like why did they choose where they chose? Maybe I missed that. Was that mentioned somewhere?
Today we're here at New York City's Chinatown and we're gonna go around trying some popular food spots. I have $20 left to my name and now we're gonna go around seeing how much food we can get. Joining me here today is
Cornelia. Delicious but cheap food.
Delicious and cheap food. That's what I'm here for. Where should we?
Yeah, so I would mention like some context to like how they're choosing the places. Or maybe it doesn't even matter. Maybe we're just there to watch them eat food. Depends on, I guess, the goal of the video and like the demographic and who your viewers are and stuff. But yeah, I would add some clarity to like, here's what we're doing. Here's what we're judging them on. Or maybe it is just simple, like make it clear of like, it's gonna be a fun vlog of us eating food. What's our favorite? What's our least favorite? It could be a simple like dope or nope kind of thing, kind of format. Was that supportive? Was that valuable, Steven? Let me know. Is anybody else here? Crazy Daisy. Do you have you have a video you want me to watch? What's the context of this? General editing. This is your first video ever. Okay. All right. Is Jack here? Is Andrew here? And is Peep Defrost here? Because I have videos from you guys to watch. If anybody else has a video that they want me to watch, I can post it in the chat, but it's also on my Twitch page. In the get a video submitted link. All right, we're going for it. Crazy Daisy. Thanks for being here, by the way. Dude, this is a long video. Oh my goodness. Okay, is there a specific part of this video that you want me to watch, or is it because also the link that you sent me to 28 minutes into the video. I'm probably not going to watch this entire video because it's 30 minutes long, but is there a certain segment or a part of this video that you want me to react to or like get my thoughts on, or do you have like a favorite part of the video or least favorite part of the video? Yeah, Steven says, thanks for the notes, Matt. Very constructive. I'll bring some of those up with him. Dope. Nice. Heck yeah. Let's go. Love it. Love it. I'm glad I can give some value in that and bring it to some other creators. Would love to see the changes in the future videos. Just getting some water. Oh no, just oh jeez. Crazy Daisy says, no, just the style. I feel like it's boring and I don't know what I should do to make videos like this more interesting. I don't know why it sent you to not the beginning. It's because you probably went, I mean, maybe you clicked share and then copy or something. Sometimes it just like, it's in the URL, when you see it in the URL, when it's like watch $v equals blah 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 and T equals 1702. That's the time. Like T is time. T stands for time. So time equals the number, and it's gonna send me to that time. Like yeah, 1702, whatever that is. But so make sure that's not there when you send, if you don't want it to go to that time frame. Okay. Let's go. If anybody else has any videos that they want me to react to, let me know. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay, we're gonna jump into it. So yeah, I'm not gonna watch the whole video. I'm gonna find what pieces and things I could add and improve as we go along. Okay. And let me know if you have any questions along the way.
Hello. What hope everybody's having a good day.
Okay.
Hope everything's been well. We're playing games today, but I don't know what game we're gonna play. It'd also be like our first YouTube video is kind of the plan, so that's kind of fun. There's a list of every game that I own on my PC. We're gonna play all of them. We're gonna beat as many of them as we can. they're impossible to beat. We don't really have a plan for each one, but we'll come up with it when we get to it. So we have a lot to do, a lot of games to play, but the main thing that we need to do right now is to take them all out of alphabetical order and put them in a random order. I wanted to like roll a wheel for each game.
This is an idea, a general idea for you, Crazy Daisy. Adding some purpose behind this list, to make it more fun, or to make it whatever, to make it something, just like to package it into something. I mean, one, is there like a reason why all these lists or all these games are on this list? You might explain it later on, but is like, are they all games that like, you know, are really popular and you want to see like, do they improve my stream, or like, are they like working towards something, or like, what is the reason that they're on there? Additionally, or alternatively, as ideas, you could do like playing games A through Z, like you start with a game that starts with the letter A, so Among Us, and then you go into like a B game, and then a C, and then D, and eventually, you know, you Minecraft, and you go all the way to like Z, and like do a game like that. Specifically with this video, I would find like a way to package it in that context, or in a context, into like a very specific, straightforward, like, here's what I'm doing. Like, if you want it to be a series, this is what I'm doing. I'm playing all these games, starting with this game. This is the first game that we're playing. Or if you don't want it to be a series necessarily, then it's just Minecraft. Then I would add a goal to like, what's your goal with this Minecraft game? Like, you want to beat it, or maybe you're doing something unique and different than like the typical, like, I'm trying to beat the game, get to the end zone, beat the dragon. Maybe you're trying to do something specific of like, I'm going to play Minecraft until blank happens, until I collect 100 sheep or whatever, or something. Like, you're doing something specific. And then once you have that context, once you have that like specific idea, I would do like, if you've seen like Ludwig's videos, where he does like, he'll upload his streams on his main channel on YouTube, and sometimes he'll record it on stream, like you did here. It seems like when you say, hey guys, like, what's up, welcome to the stream, we're gonna play a game. Sometimes he'll record his intro to his video on stream, but if he doesn't get it, he'll just record it after the fact, so that he has an intro. So I'd like turn on your webcam, record an intro, just to give like a straightforward, like, hey, here's what I'm doing. Like, today I'm playing Minecraft. This is the goal. I'm playing Minecraft until blank, until this happens. And this is my first stream. Let me know what you think, or what. It's just like jump into it, basically. I don't even think you need to put this is my first stream, but just mentioning like, here's what we're doing. Let's jump into the stream, and then it's like straight into it. So I feel like all this context could be either cut out or summarized very, very quickly. But I am curious, like, if you do have an answer, like, I'm curious as to why these games specifically are on your list.
But I think what would be annoying is to install a game every time we like know what we're going to play next, and for people to not know what is coming up would also be annoying. So I want to randomize the whole list right now. We'll have them all in order that we're going to play them. We'll have to install a game today, probably. It could be a game that I already have installed, but the plan is to do this right now. We have them all selected. We're just going to right click and then go to randomize range, and we'll see what's in slot number 1. It's fucking Minecraft first. That's wild. This is the first game that we have. We've just rolled and we got Minecraft first. So
if that is an idea too, if that is like what you want to do, is this like randomized thing, I would even try to do like some graphic or something of like you press a button, like a randomized generator, and it's like kind of this Mario, Nintendo kind of like, it's Minecraft. You can maybe do that, But I feel like everything starts with the context and the structuredness of the beginning, and then everything else will follow with that structure in mind.
We're not playing with anybody right now. We do have a server that we're playing on with another streamer friend.
Do you have a goal for this video as well? Like, yeah, the intro not feeling structured enough, doesn't present the idea. Yeah, so is there, and you might, yeah, stop me if you get to it, but like, do you have a context or do you have a goal for this game? That like, by the end of this video, I want to be at a certain point in Minecraft, or like, is it just like, I'm just gonna play Minecraft and have fun? Like, what's the goal?
In this update, but we're gonna play the newest update of Minecraft, single player.
Oh, I see. Every game, all games challenge is a self-imposed challenge to play, stream, edit, and beat every game I own. I have 166 games currently available on my PC, and I intend to show you all of them just for fun. Minecraft is generally slow, yeah. Let's gather resources to use them. I've done this quite a few times. Yeah, it'd be interesting, maybe like, even if it's like made up a little bit, but giving something of like, when this series is done, then like I feel like having some like value to your PC or attachment to your PC, of like your PC is gonna die, or like you're about to get a new PC or something, but before you do, you're gonna play all the games that you have left on it or something. Maybe, I don't know, but that does spark like a new idea of like, if you have like an old PC or had like an old laptop that like had games with your old worlds, like your old like your childhood RuneScape account, or like I don't know, like the childhood games that you used to play. The goal of this video is to beat Minecraft. Okay, cool. I want to make a series of beating each game on the list. Okay, but
we're gonna beat
you want to beat the game. Do you beat it in 30 minutes? Oh my god.
Let's create it.
Okay, you do beat it in this game, I think. No spoilers, but I assume you do.
All right. I can't believe we're actually starting to beat every game that I own. There are so many games that I haven't played that I own, but I do want to get under my belt, you know? So it'll be a long time, but this is a great first game to be playing. Well, we don't know too many speedrun tricks. We know that we need iron real quick. Maybe there's a village nearby. We have some coal. We go looking for iron now. We just have to beat the game, so we're kind of speedrunning it. Here's some iron. Perfect. Did I use all my coal though? No,
I do see you are.
We'll make our bucket.
A bunch of stuff.
We need some water. Why do we have
good.
lapis? We can get water.
We're getting rid of a bunch of unnecessary things. So
here.
At this point in life, we've seen so many Minecraft videos, so I think it's good to like cut through the basics and stuff. But
And I guess we need to find a lava pool, right? A mesa is wild to find. That's really funny. Stay away from me. Ruined portal is kind of big. See if we can get like some gold.
yeah, I wonder if there's something different. Well, I mean,
Oh,
Minecraft is a tough one to give suggestions on because I feel like we've seen Minecraft videos so often that like it's hard to make Minecraft new again. Like it used to be, like I used to love watching people start their Minecraft servers from like day one, and all they do is like build their first house, and it's like a 20-minute video. But I think now it's got to be something more to it. So yeah, and I think this is fine for your first stream, for your first, or not stream, but your first video edit, to like get used to like cutting things out and whatnot. But I'm gonna treat it like as if you've been doing this for a while. I'm gonna
this is about
not gonna half-ass short or whatever. Give you less.
We're not gonna drown if we just look in the chest and grab a golden apple or two. Bunch of iron nuggets.
I'd be curious, like, also though, I mean, because I don't watch a lot of Minecraft videos, I'd be curious as to like how you know like what to look for. So even like if you don't say it here, adding, like recording it with the webcam and adding some context of like, I know that I need to, like, in order to get to this step, I need to do this. And so then it cuts to you looking for that thing, and then you find it or something, or it takes forever for you to find it. And then you're like, okay, I got this, now I need this. And then it goes into that segment. But also, there is the storytelling. I don't know if you've seen, what's their faces? Oops, nope. There we go. I don't know if you've seen the South Park guys talk about like story flow, or like how they tell stories and writing and all that. How what I just described when I said like we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. An interesting story isn't really, it's not I did this and then I did this and I did this and I did this. It's I wanted to do this, but this happened, therefore I can't, or therefore this happened. So I need to do this, but this, therefore this. Like, it's like but and therefore. So finding out like what gets in your way along the journey, along like the struggle is the story. The struggle of like what gets in your way, the obstacles. We need obstacles and things in order to feel like we've accomplished something, and it can't be just like, well, I did it and it was fine. It took a lot of time out of my life to like, you know, to do, but I did it, and it was pretty easy. But even that, in a sense, I mean, if it took a lot of time, maybe there's some story, but that's maybe stretching it. So going into it and finding like, these are the bits that like, I know I need to get the apple, or I need to get whatever. And then you said, I want to make, oh, sorry. Okay, never mind. You posted that a while ago. Yeah, giving context to that, if that makes sense. I'm going to continue watching.
We'll wear that.
If you're just joining us also, you could submit a video that you want me to react to, that you've edited, made, and I'll give my feedback.
Oops. Can't wait for daytime. There's light over there. Is that lava? Is that a village maybe? A village would be pretty big. What is this light? There's a ship.
Yeah, I think like you're saying, I should have more of an idea of what the video is about and make something new in order to have a story, or have like, yeah, a tied off story or just concept, instead of treating it like a let's play. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and thinking about like what's the vibe you want to go for as well. Like but I think mainly, vibe is part of it. But I think the main thing is, treating it like a story and a concept. And then letting your personality shine throughout that thing, that goal.
An above water shipwreck. What is this? Oh, it's a drowned paradise next to another coral reef. It's not gonna be a chest here. But yeah, this boat. Lol. Nice shipwreck.
Oh, wow.
It was like a perfectly working ship.
That's cool. I didn't know they did ships in Minecraft.
Why did it work? Why did it wreck?
That's cool.
See if there's anything we can use in here. Another chest. Yep. Oh, wow. Big iron. That's huge. Let's keep going. We're looking for a lava pool. A village is big.
Now, why are you looking for a lava pool? You know?
Blacksmith. Could have diamonds.
And maybe even like a speedrun timer somewhere. Like have a speedrun thing, so we know how far into the game you are, to give context of time.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh. Okay. And that's a big loss. That's just like, now you have to go back or something, but like dying.
We start all the way over. Yo.
So yeah, I think there's something there that like, that's a big loss. Like, you just made all this progress. At least I think you did. or like did you run back and get your stuff again, or like did you completely start from scratch? And that could be, you know, maybe you do keep it as like that quick, but even having a timer in the top left or something, or wherever on screen, would give some context as to like, damn it, like it took you 30 minutes to like go back to where you are now, kind of thing. Gives just some context to.
Is that a lava pool?
Time.
No, but it is deep.
So I don't even know why you need a lava pool.
There's a lava pool. Look, a fish.
Gosh. What the heck?
What is this fish doing?
Whoa. This is cool.
We'll get our lava.
Oh, it's because you need obsidian.
Right,
Right?
obsidian there.
Yeah.
Obsidian there.
I see.
Obsidian here, I won't be able to do right now. But right there. Right there. Okay, so this is definitely very wrong.
Oh boy.
Boo.
Yeah, timer's good call. You started over, then cut to the next run. Similar progress. Yeah.
Let's turn this into flint. Oh.
Nope. Oh.
That's not the portal. Wait. Oh, I fucked up. We're going to the nether. Wood. We needed that.
If there's any other parts to this Crazy Daisy that you want me to look at, let me know. But I'm probably gonna watch the next like 5 minutes and then maybe skip to the end or something. I don't want to.
We.
Yeah, I don't mind watching the whole thing, but I feel like I want to make sure I get to other people's videos as well.
Don't need hoglins. There goes our pickaxe.
Damn, that sucks.
Let's make another one.
Okay.
Did we leave our crafting table? Yeah, we have more wood now. Planks went where?
Also, is this how do you? This is like learning for me. How do you download your video without? Because it looks like you're playing music. You got the Perfume Garden remix, the Raw band, but the music in the background is not that song. How do you download, or how do you have your video without the music that you played in the background, so that you can add your own music?
Oh, I didn't make any more.
And you said, yeah, I think just the tips so far have been really helpful. I've been thinking about what I can do for the next video I'm editing right now. Nice. What's the video you're editing right now?
Sticks into pickaxe out of stone. That's great.
Uh-oh.
That's not great.
Damn. Rough. Yep.
Eat bread.
Hide
Please
the
don't.
stuff. No. Bro.
No.
Bro. Oh, man. That's such a moment. Like, you didn't even, like, run or anything. Like I would have... Oh, man. That's an upsetting moment. You gotta, like, block yourself in or something. Like, find a way so that when you die, at least your stuff doesn't fall into the lava. Come on, Crazy Daisy. Come on. Damn. Yeah, what's the next game on the list? I can't believe it.
Ooh, let's make it a new world.
Making a new world.
New world.
Oh, that's so rough.
R.I.P.
Dude, that's so rough.
Fire lasts so long. I want to go fast.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Sonic Club.
Too fast. Can we even go this way? Oh, I thought it was going to be a
Crazy
dead
that
end.
You can even like ride boats on ice. Whoa, you're so fast. Whoa, there you go. So speedy.
Get our water.
Shadow
Huge
of
polar
Doubt.
bears. Not sweet.
It's a
We don't need
detective
that.
game.
And we'll take this.
What's the goal of the detective game? What do you feel you're shifting into with the editing for that video now? Like Do you have an idea of what the goal is and like how you're gonna like intro it and stuff?
Okay. Soul Sand Valley. Oh, you know, we should make it a shield.
Good job on changing the music.
Okay.
You know, for the first time at it, like changing the music is good. When you enter a new part of the world or a new like kind of segment.
Fortress. Hello, Gast.
Where'd you get your music from? Is this YouTube library or?
You're going in the pit.
Nice.
Idly ho, neighborinos.
Howdy ho, neighborinos.
Fortress is kind of crazy, to be honest.
Beatbox Josiah, what's up? How's it going? Thanks for the follow.
Yo.
I feel like I gotta go live tomorrow, but maybe I feel like I gotta build up and figure out what my next stream is gonna be because I have affiliates after this stream. Ideally, I believe I have affiliates, which means I can get like subscribers and stuff. Should be really cool. Yo, what's up? How are you? I'm good. I'm doing well. I'm reviewing people's videos, reacting, giving my feedback. I've been a video editor for a while. I don't know if you've seen my content or if you're new here or whatever, but I've been an editor for other creators for the past 6-7 years or so, since like 2018. And so I'm giving my thoughts, my critiques. Yeah, birthday. Thank you. Happy affiliate anniversary or birthday, maybe. Yeah, I mean, it's not even like official yet. Like, it's gonna depend because right now I think we're at, okay, I basically have to average 3 viewers on the stream by the end of it, and so it seems so far so good. It's tough to say for sure, but it feels like I'm averaging at least 3 on Twitch, not quite on YouTube. On YouTube's doing well, but yeah. So can you do a video request? It's a comp of me and my friends. Sure, yeah. Posted in the form. Okay. I'm gonna watch a little bit more, but I feel like I gave like most of the advice that I would give to you, Crazy Daisy.
Yo.
But yeah, if you do have any other questions, let me know along the way. The music is all from Mario Kart 8. That's so funny. That's hilarious. What the heck? Where did that come from? Like, why did you think to go with Mario Kart 8 music? That's funny. I think pre-recording an intro just to re-explain the goal of the series is going to be important. Yeah. And then creating a story or punishment or reward. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like an expectation of like what's the goal by the end of it. My tips have been super helpful so far. Thank you. I'm glad.
Gee, we in the mines. We are. Exclamation point games, Ray Beams. Today's day 1. And guess what I got first? That I have to beat.
Oh man. Oh gosh.
They're in order now. No way. I know.
Crazy.
Top of the
Crazy
list. It was
Daisy.
random.
Where does your name come from, Crazy Daisy? Where does that name even come from?
I'm gonna fall and die if I get down here.
Do you main Daisy in like Mario Kart and other games? You're a musician primarily, so I feel like the music came very easy, but I like Mario Kart 8 and it's not covered. Really? How do you know that? Where do you get that information? The Mario Kart 8 music is not copyrighted? How do I find this information out? And is there a way to find out other Nintendo music or other music in general that you would think is copyrighted that is not copyrighted? How do you know it's not copyrighted? Nice. You're Daisy main in Melee? Nice. Because I would love to use some Mario Kart music in my videos. Why not? You know, if it's available, the more music that is out there that I can use that's copyright free, the better. Oh, you just hear it in tons of videos, so you assume. Dang. So it might not be. It might not be. It might be. It might still be copyrighted. Okay. Maybe I'll look into it and see if it actually is. Because that'd be really cool. It'd be really cool if it is.
Oh, I fell and died.
I wonder what levels these are now. Maybe it is copyright, but they can't use YouTube algorithms to find it because you could be playing. Could just be playing Mario Kart 8. Interesting. Yeah. Did you add that sound effect? That's not actually in Minecraft, is it? That sounds like a genie or like a flashback, like a dream sequence, like a or like a Indian guitar, something guitar. So, what's the instrument called? I don't know what the instrument's called.
Oh, I can't believe I
That's in the
spawned
game.
like at a fortress. Oh. Hello, Mr. Blaze. Please don't fuck up my portal. Here's the spawner.
Yeah, I can hear it now. This is totally Mario Kart. I can hear it. Oh, it totally is in the game. Or like not in the game, but it's totally in the Mario Kart music. It's not even in Minecraft.
Fuck off. Do I have any blaze rods? Am I gonna die? Jesus criminy. I have 2 blaze rods. That's big. I'm just getting greedy, I think, with all this stuff. Alright, we have 12 fucking blaze rods. We have way too many. Let's get the fuck out of this fortress.
Yes!
Am I wearing gold? Hey, what up, buddy? Do I have an extra gold? No. Okay, I should have made boots. Oh, that's how people get fucking ender pearls, of course. From those guys. Is there a bastion?
Beatbox, Josiah. Let me know when you posted a video in the forums, and I'll check it out.
Do I even have?
If Peep Defrost or Jack or Andrew are here, let me know. I do know. I mean, Andrew also did want me to review the video, and then he's gonna watch the playback. So maybe I should watch Andrew's video. Yeah, I think I think it'd be good to review another video by you, Crazy Daisy, and see what changes you've made. But yeah, so far looks pretty good. It's pretty chill. Yeah, I'll play it afterwards. I'll watch it afterwards. I don't want to ruin your watch time. Check out Crazy Daisy. Oh, I gotta drink some water. My gosh, my stomach or something's not feeling it. Okay. I think explaining how to beat each game is going to be the big part of how I change future videos. Nice, yeah. I think explaining your process and stuff is great. Fair. Yeah. Of course. I think, and I can record that after, so it feels more structured. Yeah. Of course, I'm happy to give feedback wherever I can and help out however I can. Yeah, it's cool. It feels good to be able to provide value and help create a better YouTube together, as they say. Okay, I'm gonna put Andrew's video up here. Cool, it's 8 minutes. Interesting. It's a video. Oh my gosh, Andrew, is this even? Damn, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of different notes on this video. You'll come back with your next one? Heck yeah. Yeah, I wonder, should I do Mondays every time? I feel like I should have like a structured day, like, hey, it's gonna be feedback day or something. Hey, planning person, how's it going? Welcome to the YouTube stream. Cool to see me here more focused. Yeah. You're worried? Yeah. Yeah. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. I'm yeah. Doing okay. I'm still figuring things out, you know, still in the process of figuring my shite out. And all that, but doing okay right now. Just reviewing people's videos. But yeah, I feel like I should do this like on a frequent basis maybe. Maybe this is like a once a week thing. Monday streams or something, or a specific day. It's review time. I'm gonna watch your videos, whatever videos you submit. I'm gonna give my thoughts and things. Could be fun. Cause I feel like I like the idea, the feeling of like cultivating, creating a space for creating, like a permission space for creating your wildest dreams, whatever it is you want to create, and then we watch them and indulge in them together. Use OBS Studios? Yeah. How do you know? Yeah. Or actually, no. Sorry, I guess I don't know. I don't use OBS Studios. I'm using Streamlabs. Streamlabs Desktop. That's what I'm using right now. I found it's. I don't even know why I downloaded it, but I think I just tried it out or something. I don't remember because I was using OBS before this, but I tried Streamlabs and it feels a lot simpler, a lot more user friendly, and just like setting things up. Yeah, I'll send you this. That's the link to submit a video if you want. Yeah, so I'm using Streamlabs. But yeah, I don't know if I wonder if there's like a way to set up because I have alerts set for when people follow on Twitch, but I don't have any alerts set for YouTube. I don't know if there's any such thing as alerts on YouTube, or if it's just Twitch alerts. Anyways, okay. I might hold back on this video for Andrew. I might review it next time, or should I watch it? Because it's. Should we just watch it? What do you guys feel? Because Andrew's not here to like give his thoughts, or like he said he's gonna watch the playback. But I feel like I could postpone it for like next time. I don't know if you have thoughts. It looks at the moment. It looks like it's a video. This 4-minute video helps sell a $797 course. I'm curious, and it looks like it's pretty much for the most part like just a talking head, like he's in the corner talking about the video.
In this video, I wanted to quickly go over this trailer or video sales letter I found for Cut 30, which is a course I've seen a few.
Yeah, I don't know if there's much that I could give for feedback necessarily, other than make it more or something. I feel like there's other videos I can maybe give thoughts on than that one. I mean, it seems mostly unedited for the most part. We'll see. I'll ask him if he wants to join the next one, and then I'll give my thoughts there. I think that'd be more valuable. Yeah. Do you have a quick video that you want me to watch? I might watch one more video and then head off, because I think I want to use my night to get into the groove. I want to put on some records and vibe out and do some creative stuff, maybe some drawing. You want to see a panda I drew? I'm going to show you a panda, and then I'll show you the inspiration for the panda. Or maybe I'll show you the inspiration for the panda first, and then I'll show you. Share thoughts, we can all learn. You were a speech coach. Nice. Heck yeah. Okay. So this is a book that I don't know how it came into my life. I kind of forget. I think it was in my grandparents' basement. I think that's where it was. Chinese paintings. And I was searching through, and I was like, I'm just gonna draw. I just want to like, I'm reading the Artist Way book, and unlocking my artist way, my spiritual connection to my artist. And yeah, and the goal, or one of the goals, one of the homework things, was to like spend an hour in my creative childlike spirit. And so I just put on some music, put on some records, and I just doodled and drew. It was fun. So I made a drawing based off of this drawing. This is a piece of art that I saw in this book of these pandas. And I saw this panda, and I was like, let me make my own panda. So you ready for the reveal? This is the panda that I saw. And this is the panda that I drew. Panda, panda, panda. What's that song? Panda? That panda song? Panda, 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 right? That's my panda. Someone take a photo. Jeez. Jeez. Okay, we got it. That's my drawing. And then I also drew this, which is just like a bunch of things. Yeah. There's a bunch. I just like this color. It's really nice blue. Cardon blue. It's very nice. Very nice blue. Hello, Brian. How's it hanging? What's going on in your life? How's he doing? Are you new here? It looks like you're a first-time chatter. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. I've been reviewing people's videos. I've been giving feedback. I've been an editor. I don't know if you've followed my content or if you know who I am or if you just stumbled upon this, but I've been an editor for other creators for the past like 6-7 years, something like that. And so I've been giving feedback based off of the things that I've learned and stuff and my thoughts, my very subjective opinion on what I like about things in the editing process. The panda looks like me? The panda looks like me? You're saying this panda looks like me? Does that look like me? I don't know. I think we kind of look different. Yeah, so Brian, do you have a video that you want me to review and react to or anything? Blue is soothing. That's why companies choose blue. Hey, choose blue. Choose blue today. Choose blue. The #1 soothing color in your heart. Okay. All right. I'm going to go soon. But I'm going to see first. Does anybody have any videos that they've submitted in the submission form? No one. Okay. So I think Peep the Frost is not here. Jack's not here. I'll wait for Andrew to come back and give his feedback and stuff. Yeah. The portions. What are you talking about? What portions? Cool. Any parting ways? Any thoughts? Any final thoughts? I'm going to stream again. After the stream, I should hopefully be affiliate on Twitch, which would be really, really cool. I feel hopeful about that. And then I get to plan more streams and things, and then I get to do more, and I get to figure that out. Oh, sweet. I sent you a vid on Instagram to mute tracks in recordings. Dope. Sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's going to be very helpful when I go to edit my own clips and things. Because that's also part of this whole stream that I feel like we could even like relate together. Can't wait for emotes. Yeah, we get our first emote. We only get one emote, I think, when we get affiliates. And then once I get partner eventually down the line, then there'll be more emotes. But emotes would be cool. I'm open to suggestions, whatever you think. And then maybe I'll do a Discord. I feel like a Discord would be fun. I don't know what that would look like, and I would be intentional with it. But yeah, if you have any ideas for emotes, let me know. Say it here or send me on Twitter or Instagram, whatever. But that'd be really cool. Your build and its build. What are you saying, planning person? I feel like I talk about a lot of things and then I forget the last thing I said. So I'm forgetting my own context to what you're referring to. I'm looking forward to the emotes. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I think there's something you can relate to as well with me, Crazy Daisy, is like, for my streams, I want to make sure that I like plan out, like I have like an idea of like, okay, this is gonna be a YouTube video, or it's gonna be a short form thing, or I'm gonna clip farm, I'm gonna clip something, and post it to TikTok and stuff, and bring people to the stream or whatever. So thinking about those would be fun to think about, like what's something that could be a YouTube video, a standalone YouTube video, that could be entertaining, and then I get to do it on the stream, and then take it off stream, and then edit it together and put it out there and bring people to. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. What are moats? It's not moats like a MOATS. It's emotes, like emojis, essentially. But emotes, emotes. It's basically like you can add emojis to your chat. But essentially what we're referring to with emotes, it's just on Twitch. I think I think emotes on YouTube are only available when you have like a join, like a Patreon option, like a membership option on YouTube itself. And if you become a member, then you can get emotes and stuff. But yeah, but I have Patreon, so I don't know if I should. Yeah, I'm sticking with Patreon for now. Maybe at some point I do join on YouTube, but I like Patreon. The bear and you have the same build. What the heck is that supposed to mean? You think we look the same? I don't know. Maybe a little bit. We have the same build? How do I get this to stand still? Wait a second. I'm doing something. This is taking way too long. But I'm doing something. Please hold. That's better. Do we look alike? Do we have the same build? Are we the same? That took way too long. Nice. Do we look the same? Dude, there's so much more room now. That's so weird. I've never taken that down. I've never taken that desk down. There's so much more space here. Usually this is all up, and that's wild. Pretty crazy if you ask me. Same playful spirit. Nice. I'll take it. I'll take it. Never done Twitch. Yeah, that's fair. It took it took me a while to get into Twitch. I was YouTube only for a while, but I mean, I did do Blog TV back in the day. Anybody know Blog TV? Or you now? Those were the days. All right. Cool. Well, I'm gonna call it a day. Get jiggy with it. Move into the groove of things. Feel the groove. Let's groove tonight. So thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that submitted a video to get feedback on. That was really fun. I'd love to find more ways to do things like this with you folks. Give feedback, give thoughts, or anything to build creative energy, creative inspiration would be a joy. It would be a joy. So, until next time, do. Yeah. I can't. I'm not Nardwar. Yeah, of course. My pleasure. My pleasure to give you the reviews. All right, let's play us out, Bob. Play us out, Bob. Play us out with something different. Yeah, something different. Something different. Play something different. Oh, I'm gonna hire a different sound person because those sounds are not hit. Peace in the streets, love in the hearts, creative on the mind. Use your hands for good. I'm just making stuff up, but there's some truth to it. Okay, love ya. See ya. Toodles.